back to the Way podcast, where we talk about y'all way and how to live like his way. This is the first episode of our kind of book club, unofficial, of Sacred Search. And I have my friends here who are in the book club with me. And we're reading this book together. Y'all should go around and say who you are.
Okay. I'm Allison. What do you want to know?
What's your favorite color?
Okay. I'm Allison, and my favorite color is green.
Love.
Okay. I'm Josh, and my favorite color is blue.
Hey everybody, my name is Raymond. My favorite color is green.
Oh, period.
No.
Okay. So me, Raymond, and Allison all go to church together, and we have started reading this book together, and we kind of started like this book club, but it's like also just our little fun club, and we just do a lot of things. But we have already met for chapters 1 and 2. We're meeting for 3 this week, but we're going to discuss chapters 1 and 2 tonight, but it's going to be 2 episodes. So this first episode is just going to be chapter 1 discussion. I really suggest for y'all to read chapter 1 and then come back and listen to our discussion. And one more thing before we get into the discussion, I really believe in this book. All of my top episodes are about Christian singleness and Christian dating. And clearly this is a topic y'all want to hear about. And I don't even know why we even started reading this book last year, but it honestly is everything everyone needs to know when it comes to Christian dating, huh?
JJ?
Yeah, but like I started reading it months after he suggested. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Lord. That's
Lord.
I actually borrowed that book from JJ, and I had it on my shelf for like a year,
Man.
and I didn't read
See,
it.
on the
That's
Lord's time.
insane.
He did say that.
That's insane. If
Yeah,
you
actually, I did. That was the first book I saw, and he had a whole shelf of books. I was like, I think I need that one.
Yeah.
That's insane. See, y'all, this book's
Crazy.
anointed, appointed by the Lord. Anyways, I really believe in it. I think it will answer a lot of questions in Christian dating and help a lot of Christian singles. And so, with that being said, let's get into the discussion. So, chapter 1. What did everyone think? The title of chapter 1 is called A Tale of Two Tears. I think also for each episode, we need to summarize a little bit just what the chapter was about and then go back
That's a good word.
and then be like, okay, what do we think?
This is not my book.
Yeah, this is not my book.
I didn't write in mine.
There's a crust in that one. I think that one's yours.
It's crust.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crust? I didn't write in my book. This is
Wait.
not my book. I didn't write in mine. I don't write in mine.
Oh, wait, that is my book.
I didn't write. That's not
Right.
mine. Yeah. There's crust in your book. Yeah, there's crust in your book. There's
That's
crust in
crazy.
your
Yeah,
book.
man.
Just flip all of those.
So
I
rude.
don't know. How'd
yours?
that happen? How'd that happen?
This
How'd
one's
we all
yours,
flip
right?
it?
Oh, wait.
No,
What
it's-
is this in my book for real?
How
This
do
is-
you
this is
forget
mine
that your
right here.
book is crusty. You tried to throw it at me like.
Oh, Raymond, you're
just
so
trying to-
annoying.
you just tried to-
Raymond,
No, you just tried to throw the crusty book at me.
Hey, my book is
Crusty
crusty.
not mine. It is yours.
All right,
That's
leave me
hilarious.
alone, bro. Dang, you're so freaking annoying.
That's hilarious.
Oh my
Anyways, my
You
crusty
sure
book
that's-
says,
Allison, you sure that's your book?
yes, that's her handwriting.
Yeah, this is mine for sure.
Period.
This is mine for sure.
It ain't safe. It ain't safe. I gotta write my
Okay,
name.
ready? I'm getting hot. Woo.
Okay,
ready.
yeah, give us a recap.
I don't know. Hold up. A Tale of Two Tears. Oh, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So chapter 1 is basically about what tears do you want to be crying by year 5, year 10 of your marriage? Do you want to be crying tears of joy, or do you want to be crying tears of pain? And so this book, or chapter 1, really puts into perspective of the type of tears we do not want to cry.
Right.
And it is such a just sobering reality check of that is the reality of when we get married, we can be crying tears of pain and tears of joy. And that's basically what The Tale of Two Tears is about. Now, what did we think of chapter 1?
You
Go ahead,
want to go
ahead.
first?
No, you got
can
it.
go.
You got it.
Okay. What I really liked about chapter 1 is that it is like you're deciding between the two tiers of joy or pain. And of course, like our automatic intuition is like, we want joy. But I love that he doesn't just keep it there. And then it actually goes deeper into like, okay, well, the way that you avoid this is by flipping on your head how you would normally in the world choose a spouse.
Yep.
And
That's a word.
Yeah. So I just really love that he just didn't leave us hanging.
Yeah. What y'all think?
Yeah, I thought. I guess I agree with Allison. I was gonna say, it's very sobering for sure.
Yes.
I think
I said
because exactly that's what I was saying. I agree with you as well. It's like it's very sobering and like what I was gonna say about Allison as well. It's like it does flip on your head the way that you would normally choose a spouse.
Right.
Yeah.
And so like
Yeah.
it challenges the ideas that like society or Hollywood or like just or even like our own fantasies or things that we've always wanted.
Yeah.
Challenging that of like, dang, like where should this be priority wise? Like what should I really prioritize as opposed to like the fantasy like Hollywood or whatever.
Right. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with both of y'all. Like when I first read the book, based off of like the description of it, right? And just the fact that this chapter in particular is chapter 1. When you first get this book, read it, and then after talking about it, and the conversations we had, for one, I agree with y'all. I don't contradict what y'all are saying, but like, it was almost I'd say it decentered relationships. Like I was like, I need expedited results. Let me lock in, and then it's like, do you want a marriage of 10 years of joy or 10 years of pain? And it's like, it's two options. Mm-hmm. You may be rushing into something and because you're rushing, you go ahead and get 10 years of pain. Right. And I'm like, oh, so it really was, it was really sobering, if anything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
Absolutely.
yeah, that was my perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I read the first chapter. So I've read this book fully through, y'all, already one time. I'm rereading it for book club. And the first time I read this chapter, I was like, okay. On second thought, I don't know if I want to get married.
Yeah.
But
Correct.
let's talk about the point where he says about the romantic attraction, sexual chemistry, and relational compatibility. This is going to blow everyone's mind because it blew my mind when I first read it.
Page 18, a better way.
Page 18. I'm just going to read it and then we're going to go over what it says. The 3 things that lead most people to get married, which will be discussed later in more detail, are romantic attraction, sexual chemistry, and relational compatibility. Why don't these, or even all 3 of them together, predict future marital happiness and fulfillment? Romantic attraction can't be sustained neurochemically over the long haul. Sexual chemistry, like infatuation, doesn't last. Long-term sexual satisfaction in marriage has far more to do with character, spiritual maturity, and relational health than initial sexual attraction. Relational compatibility. While dating tells you how well you'll get along when you're on vacation, it doesn't predict how well you'll handle managing a house, balancing careers, raising kids, or the day-to-day tasks and responsibilities that make up most of married life. Thoughts? That is so crazy, bro.
It is.
I mean, go ahead, Raymond.
Go ahead, Raymond.
You got it.
Cause really, like, what? So now it's like, like I was talking about the decentering of like relationships. It's like, oh well, it makes you pause and stop. Like, oh wait, okay, you remove all those things. Why do I like you?
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
That's the question.
Why?
Yeah.
You're Raymond,
Look at the
what you
camera.
doing, Ray? You're trying to break the
No,
fourth wall.
I'm so for real. It's like,
Literally.
it's like, okay, you like, for example, right? People get old.
Right.
Things happen. People get sick. Like how the woman, how she was talking about the 10 years of joy. When y'all read the book, 10 years of joy, she was sick the whole time, and her husband stayed with her
Yes.
and comforted her.
Right.
I don't know what sickness
And
it
took
was.
care of her.
But
He was there.
She was good.
he was there.
He was there.
And he
She
loved
said
her
cooked.
through it.
Yeah.
And took care of her through it.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
if you may gotta, I don't want to speak bad over anybody's life, but like, let's just say, like, let's just be real. You can be with somebody because of their beauty and they get into an accident or if a fire or something
Right.
happens, where you divorce them.
Right.
That's
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So if that's
That's
one of your
real.
pillars on why you're dating somebody, it's like that is going to like run out within like 10 years with life, within
Yes.
having a job, having kids, dad bod, mom bod. You know
I think that's what
That's
makes this
true.
whole thing just super duper interesting because, like, when you say it like that, something plainly is like your spouse gets in a fire. Would you be that superficial to divorce them because they don't look as pretty anymore?
Right.
Anybody's going to be like, no, of course not. I
Mm-hmm.
love them. But the reality is that the thing that was sobering to me is I was reading through all of these things, the romantic attraction, the sexual chemistry, and the relational compatibility. And I was like, oh, shoot, I do all of those.
Yeah.
I actually
All of us
do. And
do,
that's like
really.
all of those
Yes.
things
Yeah.
are things that I think about. But I wouldn't be like, I can't without this one. But it's true. I do use it. And the world teaches you too.
The world teaches you to.
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say too. Like the reason why this is so, it turns on your head is because all of these things are so intuitive, and like we all like
Our flesh.
yeah, and like we think, oh well, you know, I don't feel instant romantic attraction, or like I don't feel instant, you know, sexual chemistry or like relational compatibility. It's like, well, those things, number one, can grow, but number two, it's like these are not the absolute most important things. And like
Yeah.
what y'all said, like we don't know what life could bring, like an
Yeah.
a freak accident, like, or you know, mental health. I don't know. Like you just don't know. And
This is
so-
why you have to vow to your married person for better or for worse.
or worse.
Right.
And
People don't think about the
we
worst.
we don't be thinking about the worst. And it's like, do I love this person enough that if something awful were to happen to them, God forbid, but if something awful were to happen to them, would I still be willing to stay and like love them and like take care of them, still cherish them and like and choose them? And unfortunately, you know, there is no, all we have in Hollywood is like happily ever after.
Yeah.
Right.
And there is no like actual real life, like day to day, you know, stuff that happens or unpredictable life stuff. So it's like that's all we think about is these three things, and that's, you know, troublesome.
Something else I was just thinking about with that is something that was sobering to me with this is that when you really think about it, all of these things are like, what can this person get aid to me and help me? And what would make me feel the most loved, or like with like romantic attraction, it's like, is he going to give me butterflies? Is he going to buy me flowers? Is he going to like do all these things? Like, what is he going to do for me? And then sexual chemistry, of course, like same thing. And then relational compatibility is like, are you going to like the things that I like? Is this going to be the most unproblematic thing I've ever experienced? I think it's a fantasy.
It is.
Yeah.
When I first read the sexual chemistry, first of all, now, of course, I don't know this because I'm not married, so I am not sexually active. But when it says that long-term sexual satisfaction in marriage has far more to do with character, spiritual maturity, and relational health, I literally had no idea. That like blew my mind because I thought it was just sexual attraction. Like, you're married, like, go da-da-da-da. But it's like, no, your character creates a more satisfying sexual life than just like the sexual attraction.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really?
No, I had no idea.
So you've never like dated somebody or liked somebody and then you found out that they were a horrible person and were instantly yuck.
Turned off by them.
For sure.
That's okay.
But imagine that in a relationship, because people,
Yeah.
when you're in a relationship with somebody can show you something that can make you like separate from that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I am thinking more of a married sexual life.
Yeah, your husband does something
My husband.
crazy, like cheats on you, or like, you know, they saying, keep in
Well-
mind, they said relational health.
Yes.
That means if your relationship is bad, let's say, because I've seen it a lot, like husbands or wives will cheat, and the man or the wife would not touch the other partner.
Right.
They would not even want them touching
Yeah.
them. No, can't even do that. Like they will,
Yes.
they will flinch.
Yeah.
Or abusive relationships.
Okay, yes, you're speaking in extremes. I am talking
yeah.
I'm talking just your everyday married life. Your everyday married life, if you're just like in the mundane,
Yeah.
the
Yes.
sexual health of the relationship weighs more on the character and spiritual maturity in your everyday life. Take away all the terrible, terrible, terrible things. Of course, you're not going to want to be touched. That, you know, but I'm saying like just your everyday when you're doing tasks, when you're cleaning, when you're going, taking care of the kids, like just the really very regular task. That health is more reliant on the character and spiritual maturity than your attraction to your partner.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And honestly, I just thought of this right now, but this kind of leads into the next part of the chapter, but it's just crazy to me that this is true about like the sexual chemistry. It's almost like God designed it. It's almost like he made it
Right.
because it's like
That's insane.
it has more to do with character and spiritual maturity. And so it's not focusing on the things of the world. And like we're called to seek first the kingdom. So if you're like
Right,
seeing your
right.
partner seek first the kingdom and seek
Right.
spiritual maturity and grow in their character, which is basically, to me, character is like you becoming more of an image bearer. Like you, not
Right.
more of an image bearer, but you're becoming more into your original design. And so of course, like you're going to want to do all the fun marital things when you see your person like,
Seeking the Lord.
yeah, seeking the Lord.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
attractive.
that's attractive.
Hello?
Right.
Right. That's a great
Right.
point. There's so much I want to cover. But
Also, side note for people who will read this book, because people are definitely going to be thinking this. When we first had this initial conversation, right? I'm going to just be honest. Hey, look, these are not bad things.
oh, good point.
We are
Good
not
point.
demonizing these
Good job.
things.
For
Yeah.
sure.
point.
Yeah.
You just cannot base a
can't
marriage
build it
off
off
of
of
these.
this.
These cannot
Right.
be your
Yes.
pillars.
Right.
You should be attracted to your wife, right? Right? You should be attracted to your wife.
But let me tell
Would
you-
you want to be married and your wife is like, yeah, I guess. Nah, let's just be real. Like, no, we're not demonizing these things, but you should not build your marriage or base a marriage or a relationship
Yeah.
based off
They're
of
not the things that are gonna last.
attraction, sexual chemistry, relational
Yeah.
compatibility.
Right.
They will not keep you married, is what we're saying.
Yes.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
somebody will miss that point.
Yeah.
That's
And,
That was good. That was good.
Yes, I have something to say about you though.
okay, I was gonna say real quick, and to his point, like these things are important. That these things will ebb and flow, and so like
Very true.
That's very true.
to build your foundation of a marriage on things that are not that are like
That
up and
move.
down, like
That not set in
fitness.
stone.
They're not set in stone, and they're like seasons happen, all that stuff. So like building your marriage on a foundation like that is just a quick path to instability.
Yes.
Quicksand.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And yes, we had a long discussion first book club about what Raymond just said about we're not saying these things are bad things. This book is not saying these things are
Right.
bad things. It's
Right.
just giving you the facts and the reality of what these things actually are. And so, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a female wanting to be romanced by her man, and there's nothing wrong with a man bringing her flower. Like there's nothing
Right,
wrong with
right,
being
right.
sexually attracted to your person. That's how the Lord literally biologically made us.
Hello?
And so we're not demonizing these things, exactly what Raymond said. But again, what Josh said, these are terrible metrics
Yes.
alone to base off of if you want to marry someone or not.
Yes.
Also, I wanted to read this quote where it says, "The friendship that results from facing all seasons of life together creates a bond that no initial sexual attraction or romantic infatuation could ever hope to match." Let me pause there real quick. I just got to talk to the girls because I and Allison, I know we're so guilty of this, but we do not seek, I'm not going to speak indefinite because I know there's some females out there that do, but we don't seek friendship. Like we want the sparks, we want the fine Brad Pitt man to come out of nowhere and woo us,
Sweep me up my
sweep us off our feet. And a friendship is not romanticized in our heads. And
Right.
so, but that is actually insane that that's the almost one of the most important metrics in choosing your partner is the
Yeah.
friendship. Is that insane?
It is insane because as someone who has like I've had a lot of guy friends like in my life, and I don't know, this was hard for me because it's either been one or the other. It's like I'm either friends with you and I know we just friends, Or we're kind of friends, but I want you to do something. And I don't want to just like sit in the friendship. And I don't really want to know you because it is kind of like the infatuation of like, I'm just like super attracted and I'm bubbly and like, but it's not that. And so
Yeah.
this is hard.
Very
This
hard.
is hard.
And also think about any Hollywood movie you've ever seen. The fine, tall, buff,
God.
whatever model man walks in, and the girl. What are you?
He said dark. He said dark.
Tall, dark chocolate man walks through the doors and sees the woman. And it's just like a sweeping off of your feet situation. Like that is exactly what the world teaches us. And we've let that seep into our relationships and what
Right.
we're looking for.
Right.
And that is a no-no.
Because it feels good and it looks good and it does something for you. Like it,
Yeah.
I understand the appeal.
Me too. Did I not just say we were guilty?
Literally.
Can I add something though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like what's important is that it says the friendship. So even what Allison said, like, I feel like even when it comes to friendships, it needs to like there has to be a friendship regardless. So like you will have,
It's
you
very
know what
true.
I'm saying, people that you are attracted to, and you will have people you won't be attracted to.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Those are natural things. See what I'm saying? You would try to pursue a relationship with the person you're attracted to, not the one you're not. See what I'm saying? But you just wouldn't base those things off of that, just that one thing. You would see, oh, I have these friends, but then like it says, that results from facing seasons of life together.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You create bonds with people like that. Just experiencing life with people.
Yeah.
But if you were just to base it off attraction and not like a season you spent with that person, you're like, oh yeah, this person, they hate kids. Let's say, you know what I'm saying, a baby walks up and they just make a, that's your homie, but that might not be the one because clearly, you feel me? So I feel like just looking at those things, you know, and just not disregarding those phases. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you disregard that, you may miss out.
100%.
That's true.
What were you about to say?
I can't think of it now.
Okay.
Keep going. Yeah.
But yeah, so I did want to speak to the girlies out there. If there is an eligible bachelor, you remember, if there is an eligible bachelor that you might not 100% be initially attracted to, but you're friends and you like his character and he's a cool dude, like don't ride him off. Like, or right.
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 Don't
Right.
write him off.
Yeah.
See, these people are so smart next to me.
Right.
Right.
Don't write him off because there is no initial attraction. Sweep off your feet. That is a no-no.
Right. And to that point, it's like that's the thing of, you know, the spark versus the slow burn. And just like, you know what I'm saying?
This man is cooking.
Seriously.
Cause,
Cooking.
yeah, because it's like, I mean, because like sparks are great because, you know, it's like instant, like you can see, like it's just butterflies, all that stuff.
Right.
But like a slow burn is more sustainable.
Yes.
And like sparks can get snuffed out very quickly. They often
Yeah.
do because they're just sparks. And if you have a slow burn, then like you can eventually build it into a roaring fire.
Right.
And it's like, it's just about patience. And like you said,
Patience.
like not writing somebody off just because it's not like this just knocked me down over the hill, like instant, whatever. Like just, but people will miss out on
Yes.
potentially good people
Yes.
for writing.
I laugh
writing
because
them off.
Josh lives and dies by that slow burn.
He
I do.
does.
Yeah, just people undervalue a slow burn, or they think, or they just don't have enough patience. Like it may not be instantaneous or whatever, but it doesn't have to be. Like that's just
Right.
you know, again, that's just our society, Hollywood, etc., modern dating, all that stuff that makes it like that.
Okay. I remember part of what I wanted to say. I was thinking about like what you were saying with the slow burn, and I was just thinking about how at the very beginning he talks about like he talks about is it in this chapter? I think it is. Anyway, but he's just talking about like adding, like we're trying to add the world into world's philosophy into something that God has made.
Yes.
And I was just thinking about that with like a slow burn and with the patience that it has. Like we have always been called to have hands open and to live surrendered. And I don't know why we think on this one particular issue that it's going to be on our timeline in a fast-paced thing. I don't know about y'all, but nothing in my life has ever been like that,
No,
Nothing.
me neither.
right?
And that's just I feel like that's just our generation nowadays. Everything is so
Yes.
instant, like instant microwave, drive through.
Yup.
and
Instant gratification.
Some people want to treat
Amazon.
relationships like drive through. Amazon.
Yeah.
I would hate to be a drive through.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, that sounds.
So funny.
You get it
But I mean, like, I'm saying I would
that's
hate to have a
crazy.
drive-through relationship.
For sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would
gosh.
hate to be a.
I
I would
know.
hate to have a. Yeah, because like everything is posted by the time it's like.
Oh, in keeping with the analogy, if it's a drive-through, usually you go do a drive-through and it's like cheap food.
Oh
But you
my
go
God.
and sit down at a diner. Like if you go and sit down at a
At
sit-down
the
restaurant
slow burn
and it's
dining.
delicious.
Dude, I was,
Sides Chick-fil-A. Sides Chick-fil-A.
Okay, but that's a lower chicken, so we can let it pass.
yeah, we'll let it slide. We'll slide. But
What were
like,
you saying?
but with what y'all was saying, I was gonna say like thinking about with food, like you don't want something that was made in the microwave. You want something that's baked in the oven. So it's like you gotta just have patience. Like I
That make me
don't.
hungry.
I don't want ribs that it took somebody 2 hours to make. I want ribs that somebody had to wake up at like 2 in the
Oh
morning
my
and go check
gosh.
on.
They had to do
And
the
like-
overnight in the smoker. It had
Yeah.
to sit in the brine for 48 hours before that happened.
Yeah, but that takes patience. And so it's like, why do we want or why do we expect something to be long lasting when it took no time to build?
I want to add something, but I'm not sure if it's in chapter 1 or if it's in chapter 2.
It's fine if we overlap.
Because I feel like, yeah, we're literally about to overlap.
Because
We are.
I got one more point and then we're going to wrap it up.
Because
Right.
we did this last time at the book club. Because it just goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in
Like,
hand.
Without, even if you didn't read it, you'll naturally just agree.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, literally, the whole, like, bringing the world into something that God created. Like, we ask the Lord for everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't ask the Lord. We don't ask the Lord about what job we should get, what school we should go. But all of a sudden, you want to ask the Lord what relationship you want.
Right.
And sometimes people don't. You see what I'm saying? And it's
Yeah.
like they bringing like all these fast pace, like it's not real. And
It's
it's not,
not.
and it's definitely not sent from the Lord.
No.
Because the Lord has his ways and the world has their ways.
Right.
And that whole microwave relationship, you know what I'm saying, is gonna give that.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah, all great points. Surely. I wanted to touch on the part where he talks about, okay, well, what does make a marriage work?
Yes.
Okay. Let's read it and find out. It says, unfortunately, many found out much later that someone who was a tremendous dating partner turned out to be a disaster. We're on page 18, y'all at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's how y'all search it. They turned out to be a disaster as a spouse. Dating and marriage are worlds apart. Jesus' words in Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you, provide the two most important things to make a marriage work: purpose and character growth.
Yep.
Just know that they constitute Jesus' opinion about what leads to fulfillment in life: serving the kingdom of God, not our own selfish aims, and growing in righteousness. So, what we were saying, how we're not demonizing romantic attraction, sexual chemistry, or relational compatibility, but those are not the metrics you need to be basing off of choosing your marriage, your spouse. It should be Matthew 6:33. That's the whole premise of this entire book, is seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. So what should you be looking for with the person? It's purpose and character growth. And that's why he also put purpose in parentheses, not your own selfish aims or gains,
Right.
but purpose in Christ Jesus, our king, our calling. Like, what has he called us to do? And their growth
right.
and character growth. By character growth, that is the fruits of the Spirit. How much do they look like Jesus?
Yeah.
Those are what you should be looking for. And then the romantic chemistry, romantic attraction, sexual chemistry, relational compatibility are these other things kind of here, but not the main thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Because I think it's possible to have romantic attraction, sexual chemistry, and relational compatibility with somebody that you can't walk in purpose with, and somebody that's not trying to grow. Like you can,
That is a word. That is a word.
That's a word.
He's cooking.
because it's like
Cooking. He's cooking.
Cook some more. Keep going.
Yeah, well, it's because it's like that's the thing with like people that, and you can't see purpose and character growth
Correct.
in like 1 month, 2 months.
Yeah.
But that's about as
So true.
long as how romantic attraction, sexual chemistry. That's instantaneous. It can be instantaneous.
Yeah.
But like, if you don't stay long enough to see, okay, is this person, trying to walk in purpose or walking in their purpose? Is this person like concerned with character growth, concerned with growing in the Lord? Or like, are they content to stay where they are? Are they,
Right.
do they have like any kind of movement in life at all?
Yeah.
But we don't see that instantly.
Right.
And so if we, like you were saying, like if we leave out the purpose and the character growth and we just base it off of, romance, sex, and relational compatibility, it's like we could be in danger
100%.
That's so true.
because we're just so like enthralled by these other three things.
Yes.
So for each episode, I want to answer one of the questions. There's questions at the end of the chapter, y'all. They're so thought-provoking and so good. And so each, I'm showing the audience the questions. I'm screaming.
This is so funny.
Hopefully she can zoom in. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So we're going to answer question 2. It says, 10 years after you're married, how do you hope someone will describe your relationship? Let's keep each answer under about 2 to 3 minutes.
Start on that side.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I'm not ready.
I'm not either. That's a lot. That's a really. Sorry.
You
That's
were so
a really
ready.
deep question, and I have.
He has like 47 pages of notes. He's ready.
How many?
Golly.
One question alone.
Can a brother want expedited results? Can a brother try? I'm trying.
What is happening right
so
now?
look, we have one page
Answer the
one.
question.
I don't want to show y'all for real. Anybody's gonna like. I would zoom in.
Answer the question.
Page 1, page 2. All right. Okay. Anyway.
Golly.
No, you go. You guys go first. I still have to review my notes. Or Josh, you can go. You can go.
Okay, I'll go.
Josh,
Keep each
save the
answer 2
day.
minutes. Go.
Yeah. So say 10 years after I'm married, I would hope that when somebody looks at my relationship, that they would see that we are more in love than ever, and like
Glaze. Let the brother.
Alright.
Holy glaze. Let the brother
Alright.
speak. He got 2 minutes.
all right, more in love than ever, and still like each other, and
Your friends.
yeah, like friends, and enjoy being with each other, and like we look more like the Lord. We learn, we're good at forgiving, like we're good at giving grace, and like seeing past each other's flaws or faults, and like we are better at communication, and like we're better at like just everything. Like we're more one, and like we're walking in purpose together. We're encouraging each other. We're pushing each other. Trying to improve, trying to grow. It's like all this stuff. And like we're each other's biggest cheerleaders, and like we're not in competition or nothing.
Yeah.
And
That's
like
really good.
it's just everything. I think like, yeah, that's what I'll say. So.
I'll go. I would say in 10 years, I would also like for people to see that we are more in love than ever, that we are BFFs. I do not want a marriage where outsiders are looking in questioning if my husband even likes me.
Oh,
I don't.
I rebuke
Yeah,
it.
no.
I don't.
I rebuke it.
Or if I even like my husband. I don't. I don't want it.
I rebuke it.
No.
Rebuke it.
Should not be a question.
I want us in purpose together. I also want us together to bring joy to a room. Like, I want people to enjoy us as a couple and like know like, oh my gosh, like this couple loves the Lord. They're bringing the presence of God wherever they are. They're in purpose. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
They have fun together. Like that's what I want people to see. What's the question?
Yes, it.
How do you
Yeah,
want
like,
someone?
what-
Yeah,
what's-
that's how I want someone to describe my marriage 10 years in. Of this is a joy-filled, purpose-driven
That's good.
couple, and they are in love, and they can't keep their hands off each other.
Period. 10 years after I'm married, I really want.
Oh,
God,
Raymond, I'm sorry. Raymond!
What did I do?
let me
What
have
did I
a
do?
moment.
I'm just breathing.
Let's go.
Okay.
breathing.
I want
My bad.
like after 10 years, I mean, I could echo everything that y'all just said. I want like people to just automatically know like that Allison and whoever, like besties, like best friends, they obviously enjoy doing life together. They love spending time. They are both pursuing the Lord on their own. I want them to like feel the unity and feel but also I want it to be stark that Allison supports, like that I'll support my man's in his pursuit of the Lord. And then I want him to be like, it's obvious that he is just putting like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But I'm thinking about like our pastor and his wife.
I was thinking about them
Yes,
I'm thinking about
too.
them and
yeah,
how
yeah.
like they push each other towards the Lord, but individually. It's not like like they're like, oh, so like she's gonna go spend time with the Lord. Oh, he's gonna go spend the time with the Lord, and then they report back to each other, but it's in unity. And so I just
Right.
want that to be just so thick in my house that the Holy Spirit has unified. That Holy Spirit has unified mom and dad.
Yeah.
And also, I echo like the fun. I want like
I do not want to be a boring
oh
couple.
my gosh, I don't want to be one of those couples that everyone's like, oh my gosh, they have to go.
Yeah. They let they have a stick up their butt 24/7.
Yes, or like they only like one part. I really want people to enjoy my husband.
Yes.
Yes,
agree with that.
I don't want because I already know I'm fun. So
I get
I like to have fun. Anyway, but sorry, all that to say, I just like really want a marriage that 10 years in, people are like, dang, they love each other even more. Like I thought they loved each other when they got married, but this is where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Love that.
Your turn, brother.
You turn.
I had a 5-paragraph. No, it was just one paragraph.
Put the mic to your mouth.
Just had one paragraph. I feel like the kind of relationship, marriage that I would want to have in 10 years, right, is a marriage that is a model for other people's relationships and how to build a relationship. I want to be like something that I want to have a marriage that people want to replicate because we have so much fruit.
Ooh,
I'm not
that's
trying
good.
to just give you just any kind of thing to say. I'm so for. I want a marriage. People are like, okay, guys, this is a couple that we have here in our midst that I would want to emulate. I want people to come to us to be like, how do y'all do it? Y'all make it look so easy.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
I also wrote down like, I wrote this one thing down. The kind of marriage I would want is not a marriage is not like job orientated, but financially secured. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's God orientated.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's priorities and structure. Like I would want my partner, my wife, to like actually prioritize the Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to say that nowadays. But like I would want her to
Oh,
prioritize the
100%.
Lord,
You do.
her husband,
Yep.
her kids,
Yep.
then family.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
like and then after that, your community and then your job.
Yeah.
But like, there's an order.
I would
Yes.
argue that.
There's an order to those
Absolutely.
things. I would want
Absolutely.
some, I'm saying those are some of the things. And like, just number one would be like, I would want people to say, wow, I want to replicate what they have. That's the kind of marriage I'd want to have. in 10
Absolutely.
years. Yeah.
100%.
I love that.
Yep.
All great answers. This is the end of part one. Oh, you want to say something?
No.
Oh, this is the end of part one. Come back for part two for discussion on chapter 2.